Welcome to Time to Talk with Tony J. I am your host, Tony J. That would be. Ryan Garcia is with me again.
Howdy ho.
And, he came to me with a few what ifs, and I'm like, man, these are funny, but each one wasn't enough to do like a lunchtime with them. So we now made this segment called What If, where we'll give you a bunch real quick and just go through stuff. Ryan?
All right, so some of my thoughts today, I was just thinking, what if the world had falling fire or ash? You know, we got snow, it's cold. What if we got the opposite?
Okay. Would this be instead of snow or...
Oh, it's just one of the seasons in the summer.
Okay. There would be falling fire.
Yeah. What would we do? Like, what would we do to protect this? You know, we got coats for the snow. Are you just gonna wear no clothes for the fire? Hide inside?
I guess.
What do you do?
I think even clothes would probably be better than no clothes. I mean, you'd have to have something fire retardant, I believe.
Is like a fire extinguisher like standard on everyone?
Yeah, it might have to, like a little pocket-sized one at the very least.
Or maybe like walking around in like a bubble. I don't know.
Right. They'd have to develop some pretty sweet umbrellas.
Yeah. All right, next topic. The world with no electricity. Like, the world just stops. Like, today we have no electricity. What do we do?
So, like, we go from where we currently are to some catastrophe, and now we have none.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I mean, I think a lot more than people think. I mean, of course, you don't have electricity, internet, all that, but manufacturing stops.
Yeah, what do you do? Like, you can't see in the dark. You can't. Your house, it's just pretty much worthless in the night. I mean, you're messed up.
Really, I think government at that point would be useless. We would just fall into a state of anarchy.
I don't even think we could use batteries. You know, we have to resort back to the candle and fire. I don't know.
I think though that maybe it would weed out some of the people that, like, you know, the Darwin thing,
survival of the fittest.
Of the fittest, definitely. Which might sound terrible, but hey, maybe work out a little more.
Yeah. All right. Next thing. What if you touch water, your hand absorbs like all the water and like your hand's huge? What do you do?
Okay, when you told me this one, I was thinking I didn't think we could paint a funny picture with this, like a sponge or something.
Yeah.
But here's a picture I got in my head: is somebody like sprinting down because it started raining.
Sure.
Raining water, not fire.
Yeah.
And they're just sprinting, like screaming, and their
like,
body's just getting fat, like in parts.
Yeah. What if like they just had like a water hit them in one spot and you got like a growth on your arm?
Ew.
Like, I don't know if you can like pop it like a pimple, but it'd be like,
oh,
damn, it is nasty.
That's
all
disgusting.
Right. Last thing, what do you do on your last day living? You know, say you're 20, 30, you still got all your health with you.
Okay.
What do you do?
What do you do?
You know you're gonna die.
Right.
Yeah.
And is whatever you have dying hindering any of your abilities?
No, you're best to be life.
Okay, well, I've always wanted to go skydiving, and if I have not achieved that, I think I would.
Well, hopefully skydiving wouldn't make you die before you actually were to die.
I don't think it'd matter. I think I might just jump out of a plane naked.
Yes.
Maybe.
Have a good time with that. I'm not sure what else I'd do. I'd, stay with my friends and family, do something crazy.
Get
crazy, shots.
Keg stand.
Keg stand, just like college.
Right, definitely, because I love college.
I love drinking.
I love women. Yeah, that was terrible
That was
reference.
the song, sorry.
That was just,
not real
I'm
life,
sorry
yeah.
for that.
And, alright, thank you for that.
Thank you guys. Post your answers. What would you do in these situations? Drop a comment down. Thanks, guys. This has been Ryan and me. Hello, everybody. I have with me my good friend Connor Carmody, or Kanohr, as many know him as.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to probably every single one of you if you have the time to watch this on YouTube. Just saying. And that topic is?
Video games.
Videojuegos. For my Spanish viewers.
Juegos?
Yeah, videojuegos.
Juegos. It's like huevos, but video games.
Yeah, not at all. With a G. So, Connor, what would you say is your favorite type of videojuego?
Survival horror.
Oddly specific.
I know what I like.
Such as, like,
Resident Evil, Silent Hill games, Left 4 Dead, pretty much anything in that genre where there's
Is there much else in that genre?
Oh, yeah, I'd say there's a decent size.
It's got a good following?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just like the feeling. You got low ammo, there's crap coming at you from every which way, and you're screwed no matter what. But it's awesome and it's fun.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
terrifying.
And
How about you, Tony Jones?
I like. I'm very partial to games where either you don't have really a lot of objective, or you can just do whatever you want. Like, you know, you have a whole map to run around.
Okay.
I like that.
So you're like looking into what's it called? I feel stupid for forgetting this, but it's like Vice City.
Grand Theft Auto.
It's Grand Theft Auto. Okay.
More or
And
less.
then,
I've
like,
always been. I've
prototype
never
stuff?
prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay.
I love that game. Never been big into Grand Theft Auto. My dad's a cop. He didn't really approve of that.
That is very true.
Something about me shooting cops and then killing a hooker is.
that just didn't bode well for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
more or less.
But then, like, Spider-Man games, I remember those were pretty...
Yeah, the old Spider-Man
yeah.
2, yeah, that one
I
was
remember
good too.
that. Yes.
I have that somewhere. We should find it. But now I'm getting more partial to. I showed you a little bit earlier some Minecraft stuff and stuff.
Yes.
If you guys do not know what Minecraft is, it's a sandbox game, which basically you build whatever you want out of, you know, it's all blocks, very poor graphics. Probably, you know, some guy in Sweden. I apologize if there's a diehard Minecraft fan and that's the wrong country, but it's extremely fun. I encourage you to check it out.
It looked pretty interesting.
It was weird.
You got destroyed by some zombies, which I was a fan of that.
Yeah.
But yes, interesting.
Built a house with some lava falling from the ceiling.
Lava and water and a garden and Picasso paintings covered your room.
Oh, no doubt. Okay. So, yeah, definitely. And then, Peggle.
Peggle. The game of the hour, Peggle.
We've been playing Peggle thinking of what to talk about on the computer, actually, and what it is it's you're just shooting a ball and trying to hit these little pegs, and you have to eliminate all the orange ones, and the blue ones are just there for points. It's so addicting, and you can definitely tell it's meant for children. Like, all the animals are like unicorns and warthogs.
I questioned it when I first sat down and saw you watching. I was like, what is this? Then you let me take the wheel, and I'll admit, it's pretty addicting. Once you get going at it, you're like...
It's like one of those things, I don't know if I buy this. Like, paying $19.95 to play this all year round, but it's definitely fun for free.
Yes.
Well,
Very true.
I hope this has entertained and enlightened you to our video game aspects of the evening. And back to you, me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hermaphrodites and strippers, oh my, do we have a treat for you this evening. None of you are probably aware of this. Connor Carmodius, Kanohr, has the most awesome text message conversations with his mother.
My mom.
Her name is Susie.
Susie
Carmodius.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just one. I've seen many more. This is just one of the... Oh my... I can't even... Just go.
Okay. It started out with a frowny face, K meanie face, which escalated to a response from my mother with a and you. And then I said, no, you. And then a touche, the reply from the mother. And I said, you bet your touche. And then she said, I own you. I said, why is that? I do believe I can run away and live with Stacy. Stacy is my grandma van, which I live in sometimes. Not really, but... and then I said... Then she said, no money, no food, ha. Which I replied with, I'll poop in your mailbox. And then she said, at least the toilet won't be clogged, sha. I said, well, you'd clog the toilet because you're a big turd, poop mouth hooker. But I misspelled the word cause, and she said, you spelled the word cause wrong, dip. And I said, it's probably because I was raised by an ignorant hooker who didn't graduate high school until she was 25. And then she says, you don't know me.
Hey guys, I've got Ryan on here again. You've met him before. Yeah, so I'm just kind of wondering, you got any stories you'd like to share with us maybe today?
Well, actually this morning, actually midday, my brother had returned from college. He was doing some weird thing at NIU, some conference for his job. got back home, I'm like, hey, I need to go buy some fish because I got an allergy problem with my fish tank, so I had to get some other ones. But anyways, we ended up going to Steak and Shake, just, you know, casual, just eating some cheeseburgers, great times, milkshakes.
Right, of course, of course.
And it gets quiet, and we were all looking at each other, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, did you ever hear about this cookbook? He's like saying something about some weird cookbook. Apparently,
Your brother collects cookbooks or something?
no. Apparently, him and his friend in college. Apparently, they stumbled into a library, bookstore, whatever. They look at the cookbooks and they say there's this cookbook where everything's based off, you know, human semen and milk from the breasts of a woman. And actually, the weird thing is that he says the whole cookbook is based on having something. One of these two ingredients in the food, and I'm thinking to myself,
it can't be real. Like, is it a joke?
That's what I thought. I was like, Jermaine, this is my brother's name. Are you serious? Like, there's no way this can be true. That's disgusting. Who wants to do that? Like, of course some girls do it, but like, you know,
I guess.
What guy wants to eat that? Even if it's not yours. Like, if it's not yours, it's even worse. But if it's yours, you still think about it. It's what can we do? It's just disgusting.
I have to wonder, like, that can't be in just a normal cookbook section. Like, why were they looking?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was, like, bookcase shown on display. Hey, there's a new cookbook. Great ideas. Kind of disgusting, but for all those freakos out there, you got it.
I guess. That seems long to put on, like, a card at Barnes & Noble, but I'm not judging your brother at all.
And for some reason, he had, like, some sort of vague interest. He's like, hey, maybe I should buy this book. I'm like, no, don't do it. This is disgusting. And apparently we went online, looked at the book, and there were some comments about it. Apparently some people like paid some black men to like pop out a cup of their goods and to put it in a recipe. I don't know if this was true. It sounded so sarcastic. I don't know. What would you do that for $40? Pop it out. Just hey, give me a cup.
I think you could get more like a certified place for it. So no, probably not. That's just incredibly creepy. Like I don't know where you find people to do that.
Like would you charge more for fresh or like I don't know how do you store it? Do you put it in the fridge? I don't want to put it in the fridge. What if the kids get it? It's nasty.
I'm sure it doesn't have a good shelf life either.
Well, my brother said it has great nutritional value. Of course, it makes
children.
You need it half to mean babies, you know.
And I get breast milk, like I get that.
Yeah, that would be fine.
So.
But I don't know. Some guy eating his own goodness. No. I don't know about that.
He didn't try any of these recipes.
He said he never bought the book, but he had some weird interest. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. It's just not great.
Oh, well, okay, guys. Well, this has been my guess for this evening. I'm sorry. That was incredibly weird. But I'm sure you loved it.
That's the sound of the police!
Alright, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I've made one since the infamous snow of 2011.
Yeah, you douche.
Oh, thanks, Connor, for making me feel even worse about it. Yeah, some people at school, have been getting on me, so I'm like, oh, yeah, it's definitely time to make a new one. I thank Connor for being our special guest today.
Thank you for having me.
And I don't have Ryan here anymore, but definitely thank him if he was here for what he's contributed to the show. Definitely. Good time to have friends, and soon I will get them both on, and it will be riveting conversations.
Yes, very riveting. We're passing ideas to get a whole bunch of guests up on here, so it'll be
good.
You're gonna laugh your butt off.
I got an idea for something in the roots called class system, which involves a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and senior, and possibly a teacher giving their views on topics that I pick.
There's no way that's happening.
You don't think I could get a teacher?
Who?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting. To say the least.
Yes. I don't think I could get a teacher in person, but over Skype maybe.
Miss Gracia.
She might be
the first one that came to mind.
I feel like I don't even want a teacher in my house, like doing stuff with it.
That would be weird.
So Skype for sure.
I can see where the weirdness would creep in there.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys. Tune in. I will post them more regularly. And good night.
And leaving T-boys alone 'cause they motivate.